California's voting polls closed at 8 p.m. on Tuesday, but that doesn't mean the results are in. Election results will change throughout the canvass period as vote-by-mail ballots, provisional ballots, and other ballots are tallied with a deadline in December. So far, here are the unofficial election results as of Wednesday. Voters seem to favor 3 of the 7 propositions, Props 1, 28, and 31. Prop 1 will codify abortion into the state's constitution. This measure received 65% yes votes and 35% no votes. Prop 28 will require the state to increase funding for arts and music programs in public schools, receiving nearly 62% approval. And Prop 31 also received nearly the same amount of yes votes. It would ban in-person retail and vending machines from selling most flavored tobacco products or enhancers. The other 4 propositions are not looking so good. The 2 sports betting propositions, 26 and 27, saw large opposition. 26 has received 70% no votes, and 27 has 83% no. Prop 29 would add more staffing requirements to kidney dialysis clinics. Nearly 70% voted no. And Prop 30 received nearly 60% no votes. The measure requires taxing individuals who make above $2 million in annual income to fund zero-emission vehicle programs and wildfire response and prevention. Now on to California's elected officials. Incumbent Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom will likely be re-elected as he currently leads with 57% of the vote over Republican challenger Brian Daly's 42%. Democrat incumbent Rob Bonta is likely to hold on to his Attorney General seat with 63% of the vote. Republican challenger Nathan Hochman received 36% as of Wednesday morning. Democratic candidate Shirley Weber is also expected to retain her seat as Secretary of State with 64% of the vote over Republican Rob Bernofsky with 35%. The state controller is looking to be Democratic Malia Cohen, leading with 53%, ahead of Lanhee Chen's 46%. And in the race to be the head of California's Department of Education, incumbent Tony Thurmond continues to lead challenger Lance Christensen with 67% of the vote. Christensen is at 32%. And a number of key races for federal seats will determine who represents California in Congress. The Senate seat left vacant by now Vice President Kamala Harris is up for grabs. Democratic Senator Alex Padilla is likely to retain this seat with 64% of the vote over Republican Mark Moiser with 35%. Meanwhile, in the House, Republican Representative Kevin McCarthy is holding on to the District 20 seat with 67%. Democratic challenger Marisa Wood currently has 32%. A Republican-controlled House could mean that McCarthy will become the Speaker of the House for the 118th Congress. Also in the Central Valley, Republican John Duarte and Democrat Adam Gray are in a neck-to-neck race to represent District 13. Duarte currently leads with 50.2 and Gray follows at 49.8 of the vote. 2 other key House races in the Valley are District 22 and 27, both currently held by Republican congressmen. District 22 Representative David Valadeo's seat is being challenged by Democratic Rudy Salas. Valadeo leads with 53% and Salas follows with 46%. District 27 has more registered Democratic voters, but Republican Mike Garcia is currently in the lead with 57%. Democrat challenger Christy Smith sits at 42%. And 2 Southern California Republican representatives face close races to defend their seats. District 40's incumbent Young Kim faces off with Democrat challenger Asif Mahmood. Kim currently has 52% and Mahmood has 47% of the vote. District 45's incumbent Michelle Steele takes the lead with 55%, while Democratic Jay Chen follows with 44% of the vote. And in Northern California, along the Nevada border, sits the newly redrawn District 3, which has been Democrat-led since 2013. Now Democrat Kermit Jones faces off against Republican Kevin Kiley, who currently leads with 53%. Jones follows at 47%. County elections officials must report final official results to the California Secretary of State by December 9th in order for certified election results by December 16th. David Lamb, NTD News, California.